Okay, well, hello everybody, and welcome back to episode 1 of Attempt 11 of Palworld Hardcore Permadeath. In the last series, our trusty mercy hit Jolthog carried us for a very long time. Unfortunately, in the end, shortly after Jolthog perished, we would as well. I had already used Herbal's heal, the resuscitation, and I didn't have it anymore. And we died again. But it just underscores the importance of being careful, right? This time I'm going to be trying out new pals, new strategies, new team compositions, and just in general having just as much fun as we always do in a Palworld playthrough, right? Anyway, I think I'll also try to be more diligent about doing tower bosses sooner, right? All right, let's get ready here. Palpagos Islands. Hardcore mode. And I'm going to reduce the time it takes to incubate eggs by half. Okay. I'll be right back. All right, just 1 second. Okay, I am currently preparing one more cup of coffee to start out this series, right? Let's set up our character and stuff. How do I add a new one here? All right, 4-minute timer for the water to come to a boil. Okay, we have our character ready. I'll increase the arm size by like 5 points. All right, let's hop in. Feathered hairband schematic 1. No pal spheres yet, unfortunately. if I want the best early game fighter, then I would have to get myself a Celeray. They start out with water guns, so they're really good at like weakening targets in the early game, you know? I think I'm just gonna like use this grenade at some point. There's a pal sphere. It's highly unlikely to succeed, but... Oh, I Major League missed that. Wow. Just bounces off. Take cover. Wow, that didn't work. I got 2 more spheres, but given how the first try went, you know, like, how much damage do I do with my fist? Probably like fuck all, right? Am I really about to go punch a Celeray? Oh my god. It seems very, very receptive to getting punched. I have 2 chances to try and get this. Nice! Oh, we fucking got it. Anyway, now that we have a battle pal, I will be right back. Yeah, I gotta go do the coffee. Never mind, I had turned on the wrong burner. Now the right one is on. Okay, so another 4 minutes then. Maybe like 5. Fuck yeah, dude. I am so glad that I got a Celeray right away. We took a little bit of a gamble coming down here without any pal spheres made, but it paid off. Let's go over here. There's a jet stream that can take me up here easily. Right? Yeah. I need to really mind my stamina, though. I certainly won't be forgiven if I miscalculate it and take lethal fall damage. Here we are. Got a chest right there. Copper key. A locked chest won't stop us now. Nice. All right, we got our first Cativa for more carry weight. It has logging foreman, which ain't much, but it's something. Got another chest right here. We just need to make sure that we're in a position to catch more daydreams tonight. That's pretty much it, right? All right, water gun as a move, it kind of sucks. Yeah, we're gonna hit fucking hills and terrain a lot. All right. Let's grab this place right here. Yeah, God, even the slightest little dip in terrain just ruins water gun. Okay. Survival guide. Let's begin. I don't really need a club. Make a pickaxe. Pal spheres, pal box, wooden chest, campfire, repair bench, structure set, beds. There's the coffee done. Kind of. It's the water boiled. So I'm gonna have to go deal with that. Oh my God, water gun is useless! Shoot it. All right. Be right back. But it is a long range move, even if it's less accurate at terrain, right? It does help. Let's make some spheres. How much time do we got before nightfall? We still got half the day. Like, we're good. Okay, motivational leader. Yes, please. Getting that this early, that's not too bad. Let's head down here. there's probably going to be a chest with potential pal spheres in it, and mega spheres would come in handy. Picked up a pal sphere off the ground. Fuck yeah. All right. I'm gonna have to stop and rest at pretty much every single ledge, I think. Oh, come on. Yeah, there we go. Nailed it. My coffee will be done in like 15 minutes. Fuck. Come on. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Okay, we made it. We made it. Yeah, that's it's tricky. You have to kind of jump and then don't press forward or else you'll grab on the wall again. And you don't want to grab on the wall. You want to just land on the ledge. There we go. Got the lift monk effigy. That was graceful. Oh yeah, I have Celeray. I don't even have to worry about fall damage, dude. I can just jump off a fucking... I can do a triple Lindy off this cliff right now and be fine. We have a big fat lamb ball over there. Big fat fatty. Let's go get him. All right, Fury swipes, quick. I might want to help out with the melee here. Oh wow, I can barely help. Okay, there we go. Oh, always, Wolf. Always having fun, buddy. How are you doing? That was actually our 5th land ball. We're now on kill duty for land balls. We know we don't need to capture them anymore. Fuck yeah. Get that one. You just restarted too, eh? Oh, you're probably talking about Chillet. Don't have a water mount yet. No, I literally like just spawned into the island. I'm getting situated. We need to go get some paldium. I'll put down a storage chest first. Shoot it. Well, I have no more spheres. We'll just kill that one. All right. Depositing. Okay, let's go. We need a whole bunch of paldium now, while also endeavoring to loot all the chests that we can. That's already 10 pal spheres right there. Open this. I can make 15 spheres at present. Grab the stone. More wood. Okay. Yeah, let's make some pal spheres. Oh, Serpent. That does make sense, yeah. It regains its stamina in the water, right, Serpent? Unlike Chillet, who can't. Yeah, maybe you got a point. I usually go with flying mounts, but the water ones can even, like, sometimes they're faster, right? Grab the paldium, hop down. I don't need to worry about fall damage because I have Celeray. I'm immune to it. Okay. You guys might be wondering why I'm killing a shitload of land balls. It's because you end up needing a lot of cloth, and I don't like to build a ranch at my first base because there's very limited labor as is. So I figure it's an easy enough way to just, you know, you kill them, you get ahead of it type thing. Okay, got the chicken. We've captured 5. Now let's get this guy. Got it. Escape that. Fucking critical. Okay. I don't set the PAL to aggressive because then the PAL might end up hitting... It might end up hitting the big fucker, the mamma rest. It's really dangerous to use aggressive. It's easier if you just control who your PAL attacks by aiming and middle mouse clicking and selecting a target, right? Way safer that way. I don't need to worry about my PAL attacking something that's like really high level without my permission. There's a chest up there I never got. Let's grab the Kativa here. All right, let's make a bunch more PAL spheres and clothing. All right. Yeah, we're gonna want to catch some daydreams. They'll really help out here in the early game. Yeah, daydreams give you a lot of extra DPS if you level them up quick. It's almost nighttime. We're like right there. I'm gonna start taking a little bit of cold damage, but all I have to do is make an outfit. Let's cancel these PAL spheres, and then technology, cloth, clothing. Okay. There's the chest I wanted right there. I should start seeing daydreams out here pretty much any minute. Now I need fiber.
Hey.
I think I only needed 7. I just pretty much need to be able to get 5 daydreams tonight. Well, even like 4 will do. How far have I gotten on Permadeath? I haven't beaten that many towers, but like I've explored a lot of the world. I got to like level 50. You know, like I've gotten decently far. Just not in terms of the story. What about you? All right, let's track down some daydreams. Well, I need to wake those up myself. The daydreams are going to be easier to hunt than they've ever been. Primarily because I have that Celeray with water gun. When you're trying to hunt these guys with like a Kativa using Fury swipes, it's painfully bad. but we'll fare better. All right, I see 2 daydreams down there. I do hate how inaccurate the water gun is, though. See? Fucking enemy sitting right there. It took him 2 shots to hit it. All right. Yeah, fuck him up. God, I've gotten logging foreman like 3 times already. That's, well, I'm gonna have an easy time cutting down trees. What are you doing? Why aren't you doing something, retard? Shoot him. All right, next one. Let's eat. I see 2 more daydreams over there. We can definitely meet our quota. Okay. Let's go get those daydreams now before they're gone. I only have this one night to get them. Okay. We're done with Gumas captures. I'll catch that one for what it's worth. Because we can get more Gumas leaves, which I will need. All right. Those daydreams are going to help out a lot with POW capture. All across the board. That was our 5th daydream. We met our quota and then some. Hell yeah, buddy. You beat it on normal, now you're doing hardcore mode? Yeah, you're like me then, right? Like, I don't... If the game's not hard enough, I don't have fun. And once I have, like, god tier equipment, I feel like that's when all the enjoyment is gone out of the game. Like, there is such a thing as getting too strong, and then it's like, there's just nothing to fight for or work for anymore. Nailed it. We already have all the peppereye we need. I guess I'll just try to capture this one anyway. Level up. Health. There's 2 more chests right here that I'll grab, and then maybe we'll go back and do that dungeon. Now that I got a lot of daydreams, I want to level up. And I will also try to get my hands on... technically, there's 2 more chests over there. Let's grab this huge verdant egg. That's insane. All right, change of plans. We're not going over there to the skeleton, I don't think. Wow. Well, technically I can still jump. I'm not so encumbered that I can't jump. So maybe I can do this stuff here. It's not like I have to worry about fall damage as long as Celery is in my party. All right, my coffee is ready. I'm gonna go pour it any second. And then I think I'll take my one and only nicotine dose of the day. Have that oral spray of mine. Oral spray is what Jamal gave your mom last night. Wow. All right. Okay, let's get down there. I don't need to worry about the fall damage, not with Celery in my party. Okay, here we are. I must have got every early game chest in the area. Now we just fast travel to the other point and... should be able to do that dungeon after depositing. Hello, Evo. Welcome, brother. It's good to see you. How are you today? We died earlier today, like an hour ago, but we got further than ever, and honestly, I'm still having a blast with Palworld. Like, I'm not even slowing down. This game is so good. So damn good. I'm gonna make a whole bunch of Pal Spheres here. I'm hoping I might be able to catch a Fuddler in the cave that we're going to. That would be really, really useful. Let's get the Cativa working on that. Okay. Oh, Evo, thank you. Palworld or Digimon? Definitely Palworld. But that's because when I was a kid, you know how like nobody likes Digimon and Pokemon? They only like one or the other. Well, I only like Pokemon. To me, Digimon was the stupid Pokemon. You know what I mean? So I gotta go with Palworld on this one. Yeah, thank you very much, Evo. Thank you so much for that, buddy. Makes a huge difference. Huge fucking difference in the day. Thank you. God, this takes forever. Early game crafting, man. It's so slow. I'm gonna go pour that coffee.
Okay.
Oh. We're gonna need a PAL box, but I didn't save myself any Paldium to build one. I can get more. Let's eat. Dismantle that. Fuck. Well, I gotta go all the way down here to get it. But I can catch another Tiefent. Which is good, because I think I actually want to use Tiefent as a pal. He's got that healing ability, right? If you lose too much health, then he heals you. There's another shiny down there. Who knows? Maybe it's actually pretty lucky that I had to come down here for more Paldium. Incidentally enough, I will get a good pal out of it. What is that, anyway? Whatever it is, it's right over this cliff edge. A giant fucking Chickapee. Wow. So I have a lucky land ball and now a lucky Chickapee. Kativa, Fury Swipes. Or, you know, don't. All right. That's honestly a really good one. He's got lucky, and he has serious. Isn't that like a total of like 40% faster work speed? I mean, just think of how fast we'll be able to get the eggs, right? Anyway, I'm gonna fast travel back there, and then we'll build a PAL box. I'll grab a bunch of daydreams into my team, and then we'll head into the dungeon. A guaranteed shiny? Well, there's no guarantees. Sometimes you come and go in the early stage of the game and you just don't see a shiny until like later. Yeah, there's no guarantee. Especially getting 2 right at the beginning, that's pretty lucky. We've done well for ourselves. All right, I got the stone. I think I want to unlock the glider too. Unlock it early. Yeah, let's just spend points on everything that we want to get right now. Okay, we're good. We unlocked a whole bunch of new shit. Let's build our PAL box right here. I might try to put it like down here, where it might still be within range of all those chests. Yeah, that's perfect. That's honestly perfect. Because now it's also within range of some of the resources here. Oh, Alistair, all games, yes. Anytime it's possible for me to do permadeath, I always do. I love it. It's my favorite way to play games. I have a lot of 7 Days to Die series with it, like a whole bunch, right? All right, I need a Tiefend. I'll use this one. And a couple of daydreams. All right. I am gonna want like a mercy hit pal eventually. But we're not going to worry about mercy hit for now. For the early game scramble, I can simply use these daydreams, right? Permadeath Silk Song? Oh my god. I heard that game is notoriously difficult. Like, Hollow Knight was difficult, but a lot of people did the Steel Soul mode. But I heard that in Silk Song, it's extremely hard. Like, way worse. They arrested a Steam malware creator? Yeah, I hate that. Sometimes people will put malicious software into mods on the workshop, which is so below the belt. Hello, Koron. Exactly, buddy. Another death is another lesson learned, and we got further than ever before. I actually ended up dying multiple times, but I was able to survive it because of herbal, right? So I'm totally on board the herbal train right now. I love it. It's such a good pal. Let's get out of here. I have 2 daydreams, Celery, Cativa. Let's make the glider, actually, before we go. It's gonna require a little bit more wood. And I actually have logging foreman on 3 of my pals, so that's, you know, we're gonna get the wood a lot quicker than normal. And I'll go harvest this dub tree over here. The 2 trees really close beside each other. Yeah, I haven't done any raids yet, Rosa. Damn straight, Palworld. Damn straight. It's good to see you. How are you doing? I'm doing great. I'm having a wonderful day. Thank you. Oh, we're definitely using Irby. Definitely. 100% we are using Herbal. It's so good, dude. It saved my ass like multiple times in the previous playthrough. We'll just have to go get it. Let's craft a glider. I'm gonna want it. I don't know how long I'm gonna have Celeray in my party, but I feel like, you know, I'm gonna want the parachute for when we don't have Celeray, because then I won't be immune to fall damage anymore. I just knocked back so much coffee, dude. I'm wired. I'm ready to go. Let's get in there, bud. Fuck yeah. All right, let's go. Now, what I'm really hoping for at this very exact moment is a fuddler. I am desperately hoping that I can get a fuddler in that dungeon that we're going to. That would be super fucking useful. Fuddler is that guy. Trust, he's that guy, all right? And we're gonna gather as much Paldium as possible while we're down here. Hopefully we even get Paldium. Sometimes I've gone into this dungeon. Wow, it just happened. I've gone into this dungeon only to find a treasure room and nothing else, you know? Does anybody else have experience with these rooms? I find I never find any loot like up there on the ledges, right? All the loot is typically like down here. Is that kind of in line with your guys' experiences here? Because I feel like I never find any loot up top. It's always down here. Yo, no way did we just get lightning streak right away. Oh, that's fucking dirty. That's one of the most powerful moves ever. If I have a mercy hit, pal, and I put that on it, super useful. Work speed, ancient points. I think we'll go check out that other fruit tree too. Oh, it's very much like Ark. Yeah, it is. I need more Celeries. I need one more, but I don't see one more around. We can get them at the coastline up there. Yeah, let's head out. I had to stop playing Ark after a while. I never boycott things, ever. But I did promise myself that I would never spend money on another Studio Wildcard game. That's why I didn't get Ark Survival Ascended. There's problems in Survival Ascended that were in Ark Survival Evolved. For example, you can, like, every single manta that you try to tame is going to beach and kill itself. Same with a lot of the dolphins, right? They swim themselves above the surface of the water and they get themselves killed. I once tamed a level 150 manta and I got it ended up being like level 225 because it had like full taming effectiveness, right? And the moment I got it home, it beached itself and killed itself. And I was so pissed that it resulted in me permanently never playing those games ever again. It literally was the ultimate rage quit, and I never went back. And I own Ark Survival Evolved, and I play hardcore survival games. You'd think it would be right up my alley, and I did have a lot of fun with Ark. But the fact that they are so neglectful, towards so much of the game has completely de-incentivized me from ever playing it again, right? Ooh, buddy, I just bypassed like most of this tower. That's fucking sick. Dude, normally I have to climb all the way up this tower. This time I just fucking yeeted all the way up there. That's beautiful. Okay. Oh, I already got that lift monk effigy. All right, fair enough. I'm gonna mark that island over there. Yeah, it looks like there's one of those ancient ruins with a special blueprint. Can't believe we got lightning streak already. We got a lot of good shit. Okay. I'm gonna want to try to make a bow. The 3-shot bow does require more resources than I currently have on hand, but I can make it. Actually, I'm very close. What do I need? I need a little bit more stone and fiber. We have the fiber. Let's go get the stone. Without a fuddler, the stone is going to be like full maximum weight, so I can't grab that much of it, but... Yeah, 100% Evelyn. I feel you on that. I totally feel you. And it basically, like, I got really salty toward the devs because I felt like the entire community at large deserved better than just bugs that last forever, you know? There we go. Yeah, let's make that triple shot bow. We could honestly really use it. It's gonna help out a bunch with just pulling creatures and making it so they don't run away every time. I enjoyed Ark for a while, and it is really fun, and it is a really great idea for a game. But I think that all of us sort of ended up, like, disillusioned after a long time playing Ark. It was amazing when I first tried it. I was blown away by it. I loved it, right? But it's just the simple fact of the matter that it's too broken. And they never fix it. All right, let's get going. I still need to tame one more celery, and I'm gonna take a look over here. And and get that pangolin. There might be more pangolins where that came from, too. We still need to catch some of them. That one has mine forming. It's pretty nice. Although I've become a massive fan of just using rush ore to do my mining. I need one more. I can get another pangolin later. For now, I'm gonna get that celery right there. That's our final celery. We won't need to catch another after this. And there's a dungeon over there that I'll do. Yeah, we'll let them use their dark bullet and weaken it. Celery is such an underrated early game pal. Like, it makes your glider... Look, I lose no verticality when I'm just going straight with the glider. Well, okay, I lose a little bit, but not that much. And you take no fall damage. And if you catch a celery early enough, then he is the only pal in the starting area who has a straight shooting projectile long range move right away. We're gonna go over there to that dungeon right after I grab the 2 chests over here and the marine echo bone. It's only gonna take another 18 hours before I need that echo bone, so we better get it now. Yeah, very true, Evo. I took a stupid chance there with the water. I really did. I could have ended up drowning myself. Which I have done in the past, just not in hardcore. It would suck to lose, you know, my early game immersion to something like that. Something completely avoidable. Mismanagement of stamina around water. Yo, there's another rare over there. A rare celery. Let's get this chest and then go grab that celery. We have to get the daydreams close enough. He's got some good moves, but if I die this early, I sure as shit don't have an herbal to save me, so let's try to be careful. Okay, the daydreams are helping now. All right. Let's get it. Got it. Let's just use the dark bullets. Go ahead, Daydream. What are you waiting for? Nice. Oh, you can equip up to 5 daydreams and just have them following you around all the time. Yeah, they're awesome for that. Nice. For once, I'm actually grateful that the water gun didn't land. Otherwise, it would have killed the rib bunny. I'm gonna go over here and unlock this fast travel point, and then we'll head back and go to that dungeon. Shit. Alright, that's all 5 Jolt Hogs. We got fine furs for bartering, that's nice. Yeah, but aggressive is just too risky to use. They're already aggressive. Well, kind of. Anything that I'm in battle with, they will attack. They'll go out of their way to attack it. Yeah, I don't like aggressive mode, because then if you're walking past a fucking level 35 Mamma Rest and your idiot pal attacks it, right? That could be like a run ender. It looks like I accidentally deposited the meal I'm supposed to give to that guy, but that's okay. Let's head to that dungeon at the coastline. It should be right over here. There's a purple chest over there. I'm gonna go get it. No way. Yo, I hear another lucky. That's my 4th fucking lucky. What is it? Yo! Our Father who art in Jolthog. Alright. My health is really fucking low. I gotta take cover. This is dangerous. Oh my god. Let me out! Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh, holy fuck! Get me out of here! Okay, okay, okay. Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna get myself killed trying to get this Jolt Hog. What? Alright. Well, there goes the Megasphere. The real mistake is I haven't made a fucking shield yet. I barely saved that Daydream's life. We're not done yet, but we're close. Let's just try to stay safe. Keep moving. Keep throwing. Got it. Not today, God of Death. Alright. That's my, what, 4th lucky already, which is insane to me. I can't believe we're getting so many. Oh, right, there's a chest over there. Lucky dig toys, eh? God damn. Let's grab that Megasphere and enter this dungeon. I'm just happy that nobody in my party died. That thing was really strong, actually. Okay, let's hope we can find a fuddler in here somewhere. I will definitely be endeavoring to get all the Paldium that I possibly can. I really wish I could zoom the camera out away from my character more. All right. Okay. We got both Mao's Chinas. Oh no. I mean, look, don't get me wrong, it's a lucrative opportunity to have a room like this, but I hate looting these with a passion. This is lucrative in the way that having low blood pressure is lucrative when you have an aneurysm, right? I'd rather not have the aneurysm. It's like it's like in that same vein of like, yeah, it's good, but it's also bad. Got another pile right here. Now we gotta do everything down there and then go across. All right. Grab that. You use a mod camera control on Nexus. You can adjust the distance up, down, side to side. That sounds extremely useful. Okay. Grab the Lotus. That's easy money. Well, quote unquote, easy. As easy as traversing this area is, which is not much. We got more Paldium here, though, and another Lotus. Metal tools, high quality workbench, meat cleaver, medicine workbench, metal chest, cooler box. Okay. Grab the mushroom and the Lotus. The fuck is that? There's like a sparkle here, but I can't loot anything. That's weird. There's a yellow light up there. Hang on. Yeah. Okay. I think we're done. Yeah, let's move on. It was lucrative. It was tedious. Hey, Zuzi. I did have an unfortunate event, but, well, my trusty Jolthog died, and then I ended up dying shortly after. But I had several potential death experiences where I got revived thanks to the herbal. Oh, yes. All right, we have a fuddler. We need it. Sweet. Yeah, that's gonna help me get a lot of stone really easily. How's your shift going, Zuzi? We do have ice cream now, but your parents only got one of the pork roasts, and they got the banana split ice cream, but not the chocolate. All right. Nightmare ball? Dude, we're finding such dope shit. I already have a fucking lightning streak fruit. Getting nightmare ball is insane. They got the cactus, yes. Am I the only streamer doing permadeath right now? Right on. Filling my niche. A lot of people want me to play 7 Days to Die because I do permadeath 7 Days to Die as well. But I just can't be bothered to do it. I'm waiting until action skills come back to vanilla. Or until Undead Legacy has its next update. But at the rate Subquake's been working, I think we can expect the next build of Undead Legacy in 6 years. Okay. It's time to engage with the boss. What do you think? Who's that Pokemon? Okay, it's Tansy. Tansy the Pansy. I was able to get 143 Paldium in here, which is pretty good. This will be very dangerous, though. I don't even have a fucking shield, so... there is that. I'm gonna remove Punch Flurry. Okay. Yeah, this will be dangerous. Okay, now for that one, take out the ads first and then the boss. Oh my god. Oh, we killed that one. Okay. Oh my god, get these vines off of me! Alright, I can dodge again. Oh, fuck me. Dude. I gotta be so careful now. I should have a shield already, but stupid me, I didn't even bother. Oops. Alright, whatever. I mean, better that I survived the fight, right? I need to make a fucking shield. It's okay, Zuzi. Don't worry about it. Well, look, maybe I could take a trip down there and try to get the chocolate. Just, I don't know. It's fine. Speed remedy. Ancient technology. Level up. Megasphere. Sphere workbench. Average feed bag. Maybe we'll really like the banana split ice cream or something. And we'll still have a good dinner tonight. Alright, let's get out of here. I need a shield. I feel super vulnerable without one. Hello, old fart. Welcome, buddy. How are you? Yeah, don't worry about it, Susie. It's okay. I just want to know why they didn't get it. I mean, maybe it wasn't there, or maybe even the pork roasts, right? Maybe there was only one pork roast available. It was expensive, the pork roast. I think it was like 200 crowns, but we can make 2 meals out of it, so it ends up cheaper. Okay. I'm now done catching pangolins. I'm gonna discard the wood and the stone, and instead of teleporting up, I'm gonna walk up and kill all the land balls that I see on the way. That way I'll get more wool ahead of time. Glad to hear that, old fart. Good, good. It's really dry for land balls so far, but I'm sure we'll find some up this hill. Even though there aren't that many right here. Holy shit, dude. I'm seeing everything but land balls. More like scam balls. Where the fuck are you? I don't know. I hear a land ball. Well, that was the least lucrative walk I think I've ever taken. I need to go get that grass type, the cheat death grass type, and I need to get a shield. Yeah, those are 2 things that have to happen right now. All right. Anyway, I'm really happy about getting a fuddler. I'm gonna move this PAL box now. I'm gonna move it over here while we gather all the resources in a circle around this area. And after we have all these resources, we're gonna be like A-okay for building our base somewhere else. All these resources will help a ton, right? So I'm going to get rid of Tiefin temporarily, and then I'm going to grab a Gumos. And then logging foreman. I know I've gotten a lot of those. Holy shit, dude. My entire party, with the exception of one guy, has logging foreman. Oh, hang on. I gotta deposit first, and then we'll come back here and do all that. Sorry, Susie. Yeah, Susie, like, she likes Palworld. She thinks it's a cool game, but she also doesn't think she could play it because you kill too many cute things in it, you know? Which, you know, fair enough. I kind of wish I still had that PAL box here for the depositing. I'm gonna need that meal. Let's store that. Same with the PAL souls. Oh, okay, I can just open and press R. I forgot I could do that because I'm used to doing the R hot deposit thing. I'm gonna need a new storage chest, though. Frag grenade, ribbunny, applied planting, clothing. Okay, I'm now in the perfect position to get a fuck ton of resources really quickly. Yeah, I have 4 logging foremen, and I have this Gumos, which is going to reduce the weight of wood in my inventory, so let's get busy. God, I'm breaking these trees in 7 swings. That is so cherry. Yeah, as long as we gather all the resources here, like all the stone, all of the wood, then we're gonna have like a ton of resource capital to start our base later, you know? I probably should have made that feather headdress. It would give me 50 more carry weight. We'll make it on the next trip. Hey, don't sell yourself short, Susie. The Lord uses you, not the other way around. It's your strength that gets you through it. Let's deposit these. And then fiber and leather. Yeah, as long as I make this feathered hairband, then I'll have 50 more carry weight to take advantage of. Full advantage. Nice.
Hey.
We'll do the stone later. For now, it's all about the wood. I'll exchange Gumos for Fuddler when we're done with the wood. Really happy we got a Fuddler. There was no guarantee that we would find one in the dungeon. Okay. Looks like we're done gathering the wood. I can't exchange the Gumas yet, but I will come up here, deposit, repair my gear. All right. Oh, Susie, don't sweat it. It's okay. It's okay. So let's exchange Gumas for Fuddler. And then I'll try to get some mine foremen in the party. I don't think we have that many, but... I have one. I have one mine foreman. Okay. Yeah, he improves my mining efficiency a little bit and reduces stone weight by 80%. What are we gonna have for dinner? I didn't even think about that, actually. I already... Hang on, I'll be right back. Oh. Okay, well, you know what? We have chodes and chicken. I didn't freeze the chicken carcasses, the whole chickens, because I still have to process the breasts and the thighs and the tenders out of them. So I'm thinking, it sucks. We had chicken last night, but we'll have chicken again tonight with chodes again. I love chicken. I could eat it every day. We can have potatoes, yeah. Maybe I'll do that thing you like where I slice the potatoes thin and then I fry them in oil and salt them, right? You want those? Olive oil, obviously, because we're not trying to kill ourselves. God, Fuddler is so much better for stone than Gumas is for wood. Yeah, they would take a long time to fry. I could try to get off of here early. What time are you expecting to get home? I could try to end the stream early and kind of prepare dinner based on that time frame, and then you could come home to the crispy fried potatoes fresh. What time do you get home? I mean, you're off at 8:30, so what, like 9? All right, well, I'm gonna get off here at 7:30, and I'll start making dinner. And I'll fry up the potatoes in slices and get them all crispy. I'm gonna aim it so that I'm putting them on the frying pan at 8:15. And there's obviously gonna be multiple batches of the fried potatoes, so I'll just eat the first batch. You can have like the second or third batch, right? All right, bye-bye, sweetie. I'll see you soon. I love you very much. Okay, we got a whole bunch of resource capital to tide us over when we're building our new base. You may be home at 9:15-ish. Okay. I'm gonna make a regular feed bag. But the food still has like a considerable weight value. Yeah. All right. Let's make a shield, and then we're gonna go catch an herbal. We need herbals in order to cheat death. And this shield is gonna help us avoid dying too. Right now, I have 2 daydreams. We're probably going to want to make do with 1 daydream, or I could just stop using celery. I think I'll stop using celery once we have the herbal. Anyway, let's go get it. It's about time we did. I have 60 Palospheres left. That's more than enough for some good catching. Yeah, they have to patch the targeting, because right now it doesn't work the way that you want it to, like, ever. It often will just completely target the wrong enemy rather than the one you're looking at. So it's, you know, they need to patch it and fix it. A lot of you have probably experienced exactly what I'm talking about. Like, you're looking at one enemy and you click the target button and it targets this guy over here, like 6 feet to the right. It needs to be reticle based. Hopefully we can get a good herbal, but I'm only catching 5. God, I hate lift monks so much. It's such an annoying pal. Why can't they all just attack you, right? Lift monk is the most annoying pal in the game for how it runs away, truly. Like, it's such a diva. It requires so much extra attention, you know? Okay. Look at how far I had to run just to catch it. You're not getting away. You may as well just let me catch you. There we go. Service-minded. Yeah, serving my frustration. Okay. So far, we're doing great on the captures. All right. I gotta make sure I don't poison it, otherwise they'll kill it, right? Anyway, I'm eager to finally start using our herbal. Oh, even worse than Meemog, yeah. I feel like with Meemog, usually I just dry ball Meemog. I don't even try to like actually damage it and catch it. But Meemog, if you're far enough away, you can keep on shooting it with something like Razor Leaf, right? You can just keep on shooting it, lower its health, and then sneak up to it and throw the ball. But Lift Monk is really bad because it's always in the early game that you encounter it. So you don't really have like a mount, you can barely keep up with it, you know? All right. All right. Got it. I just don't want it to run away. I don't have to chase after it, you know? I mean, it's hot, but not super hot. The heat wave that was happening a while ago it's over. Yeah, there was a major heat wave, but that's been over for like at least a couple weeks. Did you know that more people die in Europe to overheating than people in the United States who die to gun violence? That's true. Yeah, more people die heat-related deaths in Europe than people who die gun-related deaths in the United States. Fuck. All right. Well, we have our herbals, so I'll grab one from out of storage, and then we'll think about training it up, right? Doing some dungeons, doing the tower. I need to get off of here at 7:30, but that's fine. It's honestly, it's because the European Union is largely a bunch of faggots. So they're more concerned with like climate change than making sure their people aren't literally boiling alive in their homes. There's a lot of legislation in the European Union to limit people's availability to air conditioning. And the funny part is, houses in Europe are primarily made of stone. So if there's a heat wave, your house literally becomes like an oven. It's extremely fucking hot, like extremely hot. The European Union is like Canada on steroids. You know how Canada is a really flamboyant, sissy pussy country? I say this as a Canadian who came from Canada. But, yeah, the European Union's pretty bad. Honestly, the problem is not going outside. The problem is staying inside with the heat deaths. Like I said, right? It's the stone houses. People just bake alive. So a lot of elderly people, it's not leaving the house that kills them. It's staying home that kills them. Let's make a little feed box here. And honestly, if I really want to, I can power through some construction and just level up our PAL box, get wood and stone going, right? Like the automated collection. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, I wish we had AC here. We just about fucking died during that heat wave. It was insane. Apparently 1,000 people in France died during that heat wave that just passed. Possibly more than 1,000. I would love to look that up, actually. Yeah, but how big of a country is Bucharest, though, right? It's probably in the European Union. You said you're in Romania, right? Yeah, Romania, how big is Romania? Because I know the Czech Republic is like a tiny country. It takes you like 4 hours to drive from one end to the other. And another consideration is that not all European countries are part of the European Union. The UK, for example, was... The BBC was actually urging people not to get air conditioning because the environment was more important than their lives. Like, that's fucked. France and Germany are the same, too. France and Germany, major league, like, they frown on AC. In fact, did you know that in France, there's barely AC in hospitals there? Do you guys have well, probably mini splits, right? Yeah, it's gonna depend on the country. What's really scary is that it's the most populated numerical minority of European countries that are raising that death rate to such an extreme amount where it compares with gun violence in the US. All right. So I can upgrade this now. That should be like more than enough beds, right? Like for anything I need. Let's deploy a little building force. Grok says 10,627 people died in 1 week from the heat wave. God damn, dude. Yeah, honestly, it was really bad. And it made the European Union look absolutely awful, that they were basically guilting their citizens into, like, guilting them for thinking that AC was the answer. Romania is a very corrupt country from what I heard, too. Like, apparently they overthrew an election result in Romania. Like, just completely overthrew it. Like, there was an election result, but then, like, the High Committee of Lords or whatever the fuck, like, they just vetoed it. Yeah, the European Union is cooked lately, man. Like, it's absolutely cooked. Let's upgrade this. I'm gonna want to have just like a limited working force here. Pal Gear Workbench. I need cloth. feel like Czech has the same thing going on. Not like overthrowing elections, but where the lingering remnants of socialism from like Czechoslovakia used to be heavily socialist, right? And I feel like right now it made it very easy for the current, like, how do I want to word this? Corruption was already there. So the transition into democracy for Czech Republic was very easy because a lot of people were able to get their feet firmly rooted on the ground. They were it was very easy to accrue economic power when the shift from socialism to democracy was made, right? Like, the capitalism was, well, the country, it was very easy for the corruption of capitalism to get well rooted in the country because it was socialist first, right? Central European countries are less corrupted than Eastern ones. Where's Poland on the map of Europe? I'm not familiar with that. Yeah, fair enough, Wolfie, fair enough. The USA is a good place to live. That's why so many illegal immigrants keep trying to go there. I always, it blows my mind, all the blue-haired Karens with septum piercings who, like, they say that they're oppressed living in the USA. You can actually say whatever the fuck you want in the USA. Like, anything. You have complete freedom in the USA. Right? All right, let's build the PAL gear workbench now. Too close to a special facility. From what I've heard, Poland is the one country where you, like, if you want to move to Europe, Poland is the best country to move to. All right, this is where the good stuff happens. Yeah, I am going to be building the logging and, like, stone area now. And we'll be able to start stockpiling a lot of resources early on. Well, what did you find bad about the USA, Andre? And where were you? Because there's a lot of different states in the USA that have a lot of different rules, right? Like, if you live in California or Seattle, one of the liberal states, then you're gonna have homeless people everywhere. You're gonna have soft on crime policies that encourage criminal behavior. Like, a lot of it depends on what state you're in, right? The United States is one country, but all 50 states can be very different in terms of their policies, their criminality, the corruption in positions of political power, right? Let's build the crusher. I'll need to unlock it. Wheat plantation, mill, beginner fishing set, wooden board. Well, they're honestly, Wolfie, I can tell you what's bad about the USA. Woke, right? The race hustlers, gender pay gap nonsense, fucking feminazis, you know, liberal arts majors who run HR departments, fucking race swaps in Hollywood. Like, yeah, that's the shit. The USA is kind of the place where being woke sort of originated, you know? Soft on crime policies, like shit like that. Let's place this furnace right here for ore processing. Yeah, major cities are really bad. Really bad. The thing is, DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, it's very popular in North America. Like, not just in the USA, but also in Canada, where I come from. You see that shit all the time. And it is insanely destructive to the greater good of the people in the country. To the point where they're willing to elect, like, completely incompetent leaders. Completely incompetent leaders that will have suicidal policies predicated on empathy for people who don't deserve it, you know, and then you end up with crime-ridden dystopia cities where there's tons of corruption from the top down. It's insane, buddy. Yeah, the Czech Republic had a very smooth transition into democracy. I remember reading this book called The Leopard Hunts in Darkness or something like that. And there was this quote from it that really stuck with me. It says, communism only works if you have a capitalist to pay for all of it, right? And the thing is, when the Czech Republic went from a socialist country to a democratic one, the people in the powerful positions, they didn't change, right? The hands didn't change. The rulers stayed the same. It's just that they were able to expand their apparatus of, like, control. You know what I mean? It was a very easy transition to go from socialism, because you still had a centralized power structure. In socialism, you still have a centralized power structure, even more so, actually, because you have governments dictating prices of everything and whatnot. Right? There was already an apparatus, like a control structure, but that made it very easy to, like, it was very easy to take the resources that the leaders had in socialism and convert it over to democracy, where corruption comes easier, cornering the market comes easier, insider trading gets easier, you know? Oh, I agree. I agree, Andre. Yeah. Well, honestly, that's why now it's becoming fashionable to be anti-immigration. And Poland gets so much hate from the EU just because they're keeping their country safe for the denizens of it. Right? When you give too much to immigrants at the expense of the original denizens of the country, like, that's just... it's suicidal empathy. Thank you, Wolf. Thank you very much, buddy. You can't be loyal to your country and another country. Like, you have to choose. Like, do I care more about the domestic people who grew up here, or do I care more about some Somalian who just came here yesterday, right? Here in Czech, we have, you know, the Czech Republic has their welfare identity group, right? Over here, it's gypsies. Yeah, in North America, it's typically black people. And in European countries, a lot of them, it tends to be Muslims, right? Like the welfare leech. In New York, for example, in the United States, there's a lot of Jews that kind of take advantage of social assistance things there. And over here, it's gypsies. It's Romani gypsies. right? They're the ones that you always see at like the fucking social assistance offices and whatnot. Always collecting benefits, always trying to game the system. All right, we have those now. I need a statue of power. I'll have a fucking second PAL box soon.
Yeah.
20 levels, that's crazy, buddy. Right on, right on. You just wait. You just wait. Sooner or later, I'm gonna get a comment from somebody saying that my unhinged racism was unacceptable and they had to stop watching. We're gonna get that guy. I'm just waiting for that guy. It's gonna be like 4 weeks after the stream took place, and someone's gonna be like, I couldn't tolerate your racism any longer. They're gonna stand on their podium, their little soapbox. They're gonna just pretend like I'm this white supremacist, far-right, extremist, Nazi motherfucker. You know, like, they're just gonna be like, oh my god, I am morally appalled at your views and ideas. Morally reprehensible. Yeah, it's gonna happen. All right, let's sort the PAL box now. I'm gonna want a bunch of workers for various purposes. I'll use these guys for wood. We're gonna use Caperty to grow food. And now we need someone to do the watering. I'm thinking we're gonna use the lucky celery that we got. I need to make the monitoring stand. I'm going to lock those guys on the logging site, and then I'm going to disable the celery's hauling ability. He doesn't need that. We don't need any hauling in the base. So he's just gonna do the watering for the crops, and then I'm gonna need one of these. And we're gonna lock them on the smelter. Now I need 2 pals to do mining. We have a Dumud. Perfect. And then we'll just do this Katiba. All right, so we're building up a lot of stone and wood already. Right on. I don't have that much metal. I can make 9 right now. We're gonna go get some more. So I'm gonna make a preset out of my party here. Now I need mine foreman. Oh, shit. Okay. There we go. And let's go. We're gonna go get some metal.
Huh.
Your morally reprehensible ideas are why I keep watching? Right on, buddy. Yeah, right on, Riff Raff, right on. You have 1 to 2 million gypsies in Romania as well, and they're really hated. But for a reason, they put their kids into begging, stealing, and pickpocketing. Yep, we get the same thing over here. I mean, it's not uncommon for you to see like a pack of like gypsy 12-year-olds smoking cigarettes, like just on the side of the fucking street. The Walaska pal? I haven't seen it. What's the deal with it? Well, yeah, in Canada, we have a joke where there's a popular coffee franchise. You think of it like Starbucks. It's called Tim Hortons in Canada. It's the place that you go to for your morning coffee on the way to work. But lately, people have started calling it Sing Hortons, like S-I-N-G-H. because there's so many Indians in Canada that you never see a white person working at Tim Hortons anymore. Ever. Yeah, I mean, you pull up to the fucking drive-thru to get your morning coffee and, you know, a Middle Eastern guy hands it to you. Now, they can be very nice. Nice people, diligent workers, but it's like the influx of immigrants has been insane in Canada. And you know what's funny? There's a very obvious cause for why we have all the immigration in several countries. Primarily in North America, I understand exactly why it's happening. It's because the processed food is so bad for people in North America that fertility rates are down, right? Pharmaceuticals and processed food are reducing fertility rates, and there's not enough people to replace the retiring older workers. So they're infusing, you know, bringing in more workers from foreign countries to fill in the gaps of the workforce, right? But an end result of that is you bring in too many people, and now young people have no opportunities in the workforce because every position that a young person might have worked before is now occupied by some foreigner, right? Yeah, the Czech Republic is like a beautiful country, you know, high in the mountains, a lot of nature. But you see sort of the same European Union corruption and policies here. Like, you know, this was one of the countries where you were socially shamed if you didn't get the vaccine during COVID. In other countries, admittedly, it was worse. You got socially shamed here, but you were never fired from your job if you refused vaccination. In Canada and many states in the United States, you were fired from your job. There was already a nursing shortage. Like, there's been a 30-year nursing shortage in Canada, and they fired nurses who refused vaccination. So they took an already existing nursing shortage and made it worse. And the crazy thing is, everyone was like, oh my God, you're killing grandma because you're refusing the vaccine. Do you know how many old people died of the flu every year? We've never mandated the flu shot. Certainly never fired anybody, like, let alone fired people for refusing it. So it was really ass backwards. None of it made that much sense. Yeah, in my opinion, you can tell a lot about a country by what their pandemic response was. A lot about a country that way. Let's make the high quality workbench. Oh, sports fan, 100%, buddy. Yeah, 100%. Prague is very nice. Yeah, Prague is a beautiful city. It's well taken care of. Okay, I need to make another berry plantation. We can dismantle it right as soon as it's done. And then we need to make the medieval medicine workbench. Can be ridden while fighting together. Fishing minigames begin with the capture gauge more filled than usual, eh? Interesting. Okay. And it fills faster when the bars are already overlapping. That's decent. Medicine. High quality medicine bench. I can't put it there because it's too close to the boss thing. Well, to that special facility. I'll just put it back here. We don't even need this. I'm really just building it so we can upgrade the PAL box. And then we can have a second base built. Yeah, we're well ahead of resource production here. Okay. I'm gonna turn off wood and stone collection here, though. I don't want any wood or stone being placed in these chests. There we go. Now I don't need to worry about it. Yeah, they're gonna build up a good amount of resources for us ahead of time. And I'm gonna make a metal pickaxe, I believe. Fishing rod. 100% making the fishing rod. Gothic 1 remake. I saw Brian Menard playing that. He seemed to really enjoy it. What's it like? Because I didn't really like playing Skyrim or anything. You know, so I worry that if it's kind of in that vein of games that I might not like it. I built that stuff and completely forgot to actually upgrade the PAL box. I'll do it after. Let's finish making the fishing rod. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this. I've said it a few times on the channel, several times in fact, but during the pandemic in Canada, my wife and I, Zuzana, we were refused service at a restaurant because we could not provide vaccine passes. We didn't get it, right? We never got the vaccine, so literally on our wedding day, we were denied service at a restaurant. It's really funny to recognize that, like, a lot of Western countries can actually have a papers, please approach to things. Right? Like a Nazi Germany approach. Civil liberties, right? Where the hell, whatever happened to those? What are you doing over here? You're idle? Okay. We need someone who can gather those berries. Thankfully, I can now do that. Gathering. I guess it doesn't matter who. I'll put this guy. I have a Cativa here and I don't need it. I guess I'll leave it there, actually. Cativa can just do the hauling. It can also do a little bit of mining. Gathering the crops, handicraft. Yeah, this'll do. I think this whole setup will do. We're good. Let's make that metal pickaxe. I made the fishing rod already. Okay, I don't have enough ingots anymore. Yeah, the fishing rod consumed it. But that also means I can get a turtle, which is useful in its own right. And I'm gonna swap out celery now for one of these herbals. Impatient is nice. Active skill cooldown reduction. I'll use that. Cool. Okay. All right, so grass, normal, water, dark. I think I want a fire, a water, and an electric in the end game. We already have a water, Tiefin. I would love to have a mercy hit pal in the party. I mean, we don't really need one, but it is nice to have one. Wow, we have a mercy hit Jolthog here. Do we really want to use that again? It was reliable, dude. It was pretty nice. I will need an electric type anyway, so maybe I'll just get rid of the Daydream. Yeah. Okay. Let's grab some skill fruits. I have Lightning Streak. We're definitely giving that to Jolthog. And I have Nightmare Ball. I could teach that to somebody, but I kind of want to save it. Yeah, I want to save it. I think. All right. I think we can get out of here now. Yeah, the base is looking good. Everything seems stable. So I have 2 death barriers. One of them is the Tiefent, which is going to heal me if my health falls below 30%. And the other is Herbal, who will downright revive me if I happen to perish. I am gonna do this dungeon down here. We have rare fish here that I am not likely at all to successfully get, but I will still try. Maybe. We might, but if it starts, like, wobbling back and forth, you know. Alright, I got a Jelliet. I'm hoping that one of these might be a Turticle, but it might not be, right? Alright, we got another Jelliet. I may as well catch that too. Let's go in that dungeon. Have some fun. I don't think I'll do any condensing. Yeah, condensing is a lot of work. You got to go out of your way to, like, repeatedly catch pals. And I want to have, like, more forward motion with the progress. Yeah, doing dungeons, beating towers, going to the further places, upgrading our base, that sort of stuff. I don't see any yellow chest in here. Okay. There might be something up here on top of the skeleton. There might be. I have to check at least. I have found a chest up here before. There's a... Oh, that's my Daydream. Yeah, but there is a chest up there. It's 1,000 gold, right? I wonder if a pal always tries to use the move on left control first. Maybe. Maybe it uses the left control ability first before it uses the others. If so, that's extremely useful, because then you can determine what move gets used when it gets summoned, right? Alright, that's a good hauler right there. I do see a lot of extra loot over there. We're gonna go grab it. Oh, buddy, 3 purple chests worth. Good. All right. We've already caught a whole bunch, but I'll catch these just to get them off the field sooner, yeah. Okay. Speed remedy. It's nighttime now. I could take a look around, see if there's any nighttime spawns in the area. First, I'll turn in this quest. We can get a little bit of EXP. I gave that guy his lunch, right? Like, delivered it. Jolthog and Herbal are now more in line with the levels of the others. Okay. Now they're even higher level, level 12. Let's do another dungeon. Nice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think I just realized that the last move in the list is the first one that they use. The move assigned to the control button, I believe it may be the first ability that your pals try to use when you summon them. If that's true, then it has profound implications for the future of this and every other playthrough that I do. Let's enter the dungeon. Nice. Oh, here we go. I only have half durability left on my pickaxe, but that much durability is going to allow me to destroy like 6 Paldium boulders, so we're good. We got more fuddlers here. Let's test it out. Okay, well, I guess I kind of can't right now, but that's all right. I'm gonna check on top of this skeleton for any loot that might be up there. It's a short climb, but there could be a chest. Not today. Hello, Mary. It's good to see you. How are you doing today? How have you been? All right. Let's grab up all the Paldium here. Big time. Work is driving you batshit crazy, but you're making it work. That's going around. Susie's been hating her job. They moved her to a new branch, and apparently the manager there is like super incompetent. Well, as long as you're in good health. As long as you're in good health. All right, let's get out of here. We'll go clockwise around the room. Looks like this one's easy. There's only one exit. Let's grab the Paldium over there. We have 2 Paldium nodes. I'm gonna have to get rid of this metal so I can carry it all. Got a chest up here. Alright, the pickaxe is now broken, but we did pretty damn good. We have 285 Paldium. That's 285 blue spheres. Oh. We have a rare fish here. I'm not likely to catch it, but I will try my best. This is the normal fish, not the rare one. Is muddy a good skill? I have no idea, buddy. No idea. I don't know what muddy does. Okay, we got it. Nice. Gotta level up. Moving on. Who is our boss? Depresso. I have none of those. That's decent. Good. I can catch all 3 as long as I'm using our Mercy hit Jolt Hog. I gotta try to position myself properly. Right here. Now he might hit them both. Yeah! You see that? Fucking beautiful, dude. We got one. All right, we are now prepared to attempt capture. Covers them in mud, increasing damage from grass attacks, and reduces all electric damage, eh? Our PAL team is getting stronger. Work speed remedy. Let's just go do another dungeon once I deposit some stuff at home. I'm not in a rush to get a mount. Yeah, right now I just want to do a little bit of a, like a dungeon grind, you know? Hello, poser. How are you doing? You've been deep into the breeding, eh? Right on, right on. And what are you doing in Palworld? No, I'm joking, You know, like you've been breeding in real life. That was the joke, you know what I mean? Like, all right. The mozzarella cheeseburgers, I suppose I could just... Hell, I'll put those in the food satchel. Yeah, they're very nourishing. I can't make any more metal ingots. At least not yet. Let's get out of here. Our inventory's clean. Yeah, I'm loving Palworld too, buddy. I'm loving it. Honestly, ever since 1.0, it's such a better game. It's such a good experience, you know? Light-footed. Okay. Should I just kill this boss now? I guess I will. Yeah, we're leveled up enough to do it. It's what, like level 15? Level 10. Even easier than I thought, right? We'll do it. No water pals though. I'm not allowed to use Tiefin. Right, no water pals. Alright, fuck him up. God, that move may be a lightning type move, but it's still really good against like a thunder type Pokemon, you know what I mean? Okay. Right on. Got it done. Yeah, that's the downside about getting lucky creatures, right? It gets kind of hard to see when you have too many of them. All right, we're going that way. I feel so fortunate that I was lucky enough to get another Mercy hit Jolthog, let alone that fucking lightning streak move, right? I can't believe I got lightning streak and a skill fruit in my first dungeon. Like, that's amazing. Okay. Nice. We got another miner here for stone. Beautiful. Oh, I know the location. Yeah, I know the Incineram location. Oops. All right, fuck him up. I'm gonna try to like line them up for a lightning streak. Look at that. I got all three. Yes, dude. I love lightning streak. It's got to be my favorite move in the entire game. My absolute favorite active ability. Go ahead, buddy. Fuck him up. Prime him for capture. Jolthog was super hungry. He ate a mozzarella cheeseburger out of our bag. Right on. I'm gonna go fishing first, and then we'll go do that dungeon, because I want to try to have a chance to capture a turtle. I really want a turtle. We're also gonna need a rush ore. I don't think we can count on getting another rush ore with Serenity, but any rush ore is a good rush ore for mining. It is possible that none of these fish is a turtle, but I know that I can catch turtle here. So we'll come back and check every now and then to try and get one. I got a fuac. I'll have to pop off of here in about half an hour so I can start dinner early for when Zuzi gets home. Making her a special dinner tonight. My pickaxe is damaged. I can't use it right now, so doing another dungeon would be a bad idea. I'm gonna go deposit and repair my pickaxe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god, stop tripping out. Get over here. Fuck.
Yeah.
All right. I'm making her, well, we're just having like baked chicken. I'm gonna season it real nice, of course, with like fresh garlic and stuff, but I'm also going to pan fry her sliced potatoes in oil and make them nice and crispy, right? Salted potato crisps. She gets off work at 8:30, so she's getting home late at 9:30, but she really loves those potato crisps. I do too, they're fucking amazing. Yeah, guys, just so you know, I just learned this very recently, but the ability that you have on control is the first ability that your pal is going to try to use. So let's say I go to Daydream, right? Shadow Burst is the move that they're going to open with. Yeah, so just make sure that whatever move you want them to use first is assigned to the control button. It actually seems to work. And it's changing everything about how I play, right? Because what if there's multiple pals in front of me that I want to catch? Well, I'm going to summon Jolthog, and I'm going to make sure Lightning Streak is assigned to control, and it's going to hit all three of those pals if I line them up right. You know? Like, it's fucking awesome. We are doing a great job of hoarding preliminary resources. Let's remove the Kativa and put this Dumud there. We got another Dumud for mining. There. Right on, buddy. Right on. We got a really stable setup here. I'm gonna have to get more metal, though. So let's repair the pickaxe. I was unable to get a turtle, unfortunately. But I can go gather that for a second. I'm gonna make sure that everybody has a control move that I agree with. So Wind Cutter. I'd rather it if he opened with Wind Cutter and then tried to use the other moves. Hydrojet. And then Daydream. I'll do Poison Blast. Yeah, because if I'm ever using Daydream, it's because I want to kill whatever I'm fighting, you know what I mean? And that means I'm going to want to poison it. I probably should have grabbed some mine foreman. I'm halfway done mining this node. Halfway done. I'll have 40 ore by the end of it. Hey Mary, if you can hear me, Old Fart said hello. Two more ore to get. All right, there we go. Let's head back. Technology, mega shield, cooking pot, mega glider. I'll get the egg incubator, the ring of mercy, the grappling gun, lockpicking tool. Okay, I'm gonna want to make some egg incubators right away. It'll help me to deal with some storage problems. All right. Where do I put these? I guess right here. Let's go grab the eggs while we're waiting for that. I have one fire egg already. Where's that legendary egg that I got in the very beginning? This one. Legendary verdant egg. Okay, now let's start making more metal ingots. Repair the pickaxe and go do another dungeon. I pretty much just want to keep on dungeon running all night. Well, like for the next half hour until I have to pop off of here, right? Let's check over here for another turticle. There very well may be one, even though we were just here. Leaving and coming back tends to refresh the spawns. I guess not today.
Huh? 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 Hey.
We're in. So before, my Jolt Hog kept on using that slow-moving lightning orb every time I released him from the ball. Now we're gonna see what move he decides to use now that I've put Lightning Streak at the very bottom where control is. and we're just gonna kind of test it out, right? Just make sure that I have the right idea and that we can make him use the ability we want him to use at will. It is game-changing if that is true. You can live, Fuddler. You can, well, you can not be my slave. Live free in this dungeon. I've already caught 5 of you. I'll just enslave your cousins. Okay. I don't really see a pal over there. I'd imagine that if I get hit by one of it, this might kill me, right? Like if I get hit by one of these. I really have no idea. I've never been hit by the pendulum before, so I don't know if it knocks you off, takes health away, or kills you outright. I really have no idea. Nice, we got an advanced, ancient technical manual. That's very important right now. Let's mine this Paldium right here. And we got a dark egg up here on the ledge. We got a chest over there, directly across the way. Probably a little loot pile down in the bottom, too, usually. Okay. You got a megasphere, always happy about that. You get hit by those every time? What, the pendulums? Do they kill you? Or do they just damage you? It looks like we have more depressos here, so I'm gonna be finishing my capture quota. Let's do our very best to set up Jolthog in such a way where he can lightning streak a whole bunch of them. Well, he's getting at least 2. Oh no, why did he use that move? Shit, maybe I don't have it figured out as much as I hoped I did. Maybe I'll look it up. All right, I guess we didn't have the right idea. Maybe if I unequip Electric Ball, but I don't really know. We'll try that. We'll try removing Electric Ball and using Power Shot instead. Because Electric Ball is really slow, right? Apparently, it uses the strongest move first, but Lightning Streak does more damage than Electric Ball, so... You know, I don't know. Ancient Technical Manual. Work Speed Remedy, nice. Let's get out of here. They mostly just knock you off the platform, eh? Fortunately, getting knocked off, like, into the pit doesn't kill you. In permadeath, you're still kind of okay. Let's check the fishing spot over here. I guess I'll catch that Nox first. You know what? It did kind of work. It opened with the strong lightning move that I like. Instead of so you can kind of game the system a little bit. Any move that it prioritizes over the ability you'd like to use, you can remove that from the roster of abilities. Yeah, now he's opening with Lightning Streak again, which is exactly what I wanted, right? So there is, you know, if you have a problem ability, you just gotta remove that ability. All right, that's our final Nox. Yo, Jolthog emits light. I never noticed that before. But you can use him as a light source if you haven't built the lantern yet, which would be useful for traversing the mine shafts. There's no fish to be caught here. It must still be too soon. Let's go to our next dungeon then. I'm just happy to have Jolt Bomb again, you know? Like, I love Jolthog as a party mate. It's so effective, dude. Especially if you can get a Lightning Streak skill fruit. There are some fish to catch over here. One of them might be a turtle. I'll take a look and see if any of them look like they might be, but no, they look like normal fish. Probably like pingulets or something. Zuzana loves Jolthog. She was swooning over it earlier. Fuck. Yes! I stopped him from self-destructing. That makes me so happy, dude. Yeah, Taco, they're harder to catch when they're higher level. Easier, like, now. Beautiful. Oh, that was great. A highly lucrative opportunity, my lord. Let's go to the church over here and just grab the loot. Then we'll head back down, go to that dungeon, you know? I still got 15 minutes to jam some Palworld, partake in the world of pals and friendship and shit. Okay. Nice. Rush ore number 4. Meow. Hey, there's a skill fruit on the ground over there. That's kind of crazy. Oh, wow. Okay. One more Melpaka to go. Anyway, I'm gonna have to get back now. Get back to that dungeon. I have 15 minutes. Let's get this fast travel site here, and then we'll go back to the dungeon. We got an egg over here. With the eggy. Yo, we got 2 eggs. Oh, okay, that's like a chicken egg. That's one of the useless ones. Let's get this, and then on the way back there to the cave, the dungeon, I will grab that ice egg. Let's take the shortcut stream. Yeah. Okay. I'm now almost ready to do like a whole bunch of mining. I have the rush ore. I just need a turtle to go with it. All right. Fuck yeah, buddy. Newbie pal tamer? Oh, hell yeah. Yep. I'll fight you. Because your pal is mine. What a rookie. Fucking John Nolan over here. Thinking he was gonna start something. I got a gobfin for free. That's fucking awesome. All I had to do was murder a person. All right, let's go in the dungeon. It's a treasure room, actually. This is very open and shut. Just grab the loot and leave. Nice. Very quick returns on that one. All right, take care for now, Mary. Take care. I hope that the weekend comes sooner than you think. Let's try to find another dungeon. I feel like that one was way too short, you know? I have 10 more minutes to play. Ish. Like, I can go over time a little bit, but I have to be diligent about making dinner for when Susanna comes home and making it in the right time frame. There's one more dungeon over here. I'm gonna remove Grass Tornado as one of its moves. Honestly, I feel like right now the best thing for it is if it doesn't even use Seed Machine Gun. Let's get in that cave. Yeah, we always need more wool, so I typically never pass up an opportunity to gather more. Here we go. Is this a multiplayer server? No. May I join? Also no. But yeah, it's just not a multiplayer server. I'm a lone wolf, right? I play alone. However, if you join my channel Discord server, then it's possible you could find somebody who would want to play multiplayer with you. You could cast a line, see if you get a bite for like a multiplayer Palworld buddy, you know? If you're interested, my channel Discord server is... If you go to my channel homepage and you go to the posts tab, there's a forever invite link to the server. Man, we have very heavy eggs right now. I'll grab whatever Paldium I can. Get rid of the metal. Okay. Right now we have 170 Paldium. I really can't carry that much more because we got some heavy, heavy eggs. There's a chest over here that I almost missed. Megasphere. Totally worth seeing that. We got a fishing spot. Kelpsy. Another? We got a loot pile right here. Purple chest up there on top of the wood structure. We can take that. Lightning streak! Fuck yeah. Honestly, it might encumber me, but I might actually just try to take that Paldium anyway. Like, if I have to walk through the rest of the dungeons, so be it. At least I'm not leaving behind a whole bunch of Paldium that I want, right? The Paldium won't over-encumber me that much. It's the metal that will, so I'll just discard the metal and keep the Paldium. Totally worth it, though, in my opinion. I can be a little slower if it means I can make, like, hundreds of Pal Spheres. Okay, there's actually... Over there, there's, what do you call it? Lotus. I have to go grab that before we head out. I can't use the glider. I'm too encumbered to use it. This is the boss. So what I'll do is I'll beat the boss, grab the loot, and then we'll backtrack to the rest of the dungeon and loot it. Let's drop this egg rate. Okay, that won't even make a difference. Yeah, never mind. I'm going to target the smaller one and try to get them both with Lightning Streak. Oh, fuck yeah. Grab the Lotus. Motivational leader. Nice, we'll need that. Speed remedy. Ancient technical manual. We're now at 450 work speed. Not bad. And that's before our motivational leader boosts and the diligent workers ring. We're doing a lot of dungeons, which I like. Doing a lot of these early game dungeons. I have to get off of here in about 3 minutes to make dinner. Do the dishes, but that's okay. I'm happy with where we're leaving things. I have 255 Paldium in the inventory. We'll grab the Lotus that we passed by earlier. And I feel like I may as well catch these fish. I keep on getting new captures, thus more experience for them, right? So... Hell yeah, buddy. I'll see you on the next one, old fart. Take care for now, buddy. Yeah, today's been a wild day. I like Palworld. Hell, I love it. And dying in the last series didn't even discourage me. I didn't even skip a beat because the game is so fun. It's just so fun to go through it. And you get better every time you go through it, right? It's one of those. I grabbed the Lotus. I need one more, and there it is. Have a good one, Riffraff. Yeah, good night, everybody. I'm still gonna wrap up for like 5 minutes, you know, go back to base, deposit, do whatever, but yeah. I can't glide. I'm just gonna hang on to the wall. There we go. Yeah, I didn't think I was making that. Holy shit. That's wild. Over encumbered fucking platforming. That's what I'm doing right now. Twice as exciting as normal platforming. Looks like we have a skill fruit tree over there. Got a rocky egg, hydrojet, poison blast, and plasma funnel. Nice. Okay, there we go. Now I can just, oh, little kinship peach that I can't take, and 2 ice organs. We'll just eat those. I'll take the kinship peach. The ice organs are debatable. I could just leave them behind, but I'll discard the grenades because I never use them anyway. And now we'll get out of here quickly by quitting the game. I'll log back in. We'll be at the entrance to the cave. I'll go fast travel home, deposit, and then we'll wrap up for the day. All right. Our nearest fast travel station is up there, so let's get busy. All right. I want the flame organ. All right, let's go. All right. That huge verdant egg hatches in another minute and 50 seconds. Let's deposit, repair our pickaxe. I'll also repair, I guess, yeah, I'll repair my clothing. All right. We're gonna need a new storage chest now. Nice. I have 20 more metal. Let's make a metal pickaxe. Spend our tech points. What level am I right now? I'm only level 22. Pal Expedition Station, high quality bait, tomato plantation, coarse ammo, gunpowder, gigasphere, weapon workbench, and I think in this playthrough I'll try making like a musket, you know, like a high level musket. Do I want the heavyweight module? The capture strength would help, but I don't think so. Not right now. All right. Hatch the egg. I got a Braloha? Are you serious? That doesn't seem too likely. That's crazy. That's a really good pal, actually. Great for gardening. He can do his own gathering and planting. So I'm gonna replace Caperty with him, and then we're gonna make it so he doesn't do any mining, and he'll just focus on the gardening and harvesting. He's great. Better that we start leveling him up now. Now let's yeah, 300 spheres. Oh, yes. Wait. Motivational leader. Yeah, we're gonna be ready to just sort of get up and go tomorrow. Hang on, we gotta sleep. Otherwise, he won't help us make these balls, like, way faster. I'm also gonna put another egg into the hatcher. I got another 3 overtime minutes to wrap up whatever it is I'm doing. Alright guys, well, I'm gonna say my outro now that we are just peacefully making 300 pal spheres in preparation for tomorrow. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. You know, even after all the deaths and the losses, you guys have been patient with me while I've tried to figure Palworld Hardcore out. And I think that we are well on our way to finally having a series where we make it through the game. You know? So, take care, rock on, and peace out for now. Have a good night and a wonderful sleep, or a great rest of your day, depending on whichever hemisphere you call home. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the continuity of this lovely adventure. We got another Jolt Hog, dude. I'm so happy. I am so happy. We have another Jolt Hog with Mercy hit with Lightning Streak. Like, I fucking love it. Anyway, goodbye, everybody. I'm gonna finish making these pal spheres, and we'll pick up where this episode left off tomorrow in episode 2. All right, goodbye, everyone.